Good morning and welcome to Bunnies TV, live and free across Australia and around the globe. Now, apologies, I've come on a little bit late, but for those that were watching yesterday would have saw that we had a few dramas with the gear, and it's all good. We just had to switch from the headset to the wireless mic, but coming in loud and clear. And yesterday, the Bunnies lost again, and it was the same as last week. We were 1 win, 2 losses, and the 1 win was from our Jersey Flegg boys again, and the 2 losses were from the first grade and from the New South Wales Cup boys. And we're going to cover all of that. But welcome to the 3rd edition of the Sunday Footy Show, the red and green one, as you can see from the colours on the banner and the colours on the logo. This is South Sydney, and it's an interactive footy show. So the featured comments will go up on the screen, the best ones. And we've already got somebody in there. So let's go to the comments. And Chris on YouTube has said, I don't mind Tane as a middle, actually. Well, there you go. Tane Milne returned yesterday, and he came off the bench. And I think that suits him better because he does make good meters in the middle, post-contact meters. Yeah, so thanks for jumping straight on, Chris. And yeah, good comment to start the day. So yeah, yesterday, me and Milo ventured out to Erskineville Oval to live stream the Jersey Flegg. And thanks to everyone who watched and shared and subscribed to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Bunnies TV on YouTube. We're heading towards 10,000 subscribers. And it was funny. We sat there in the best spot to film because we've never filmed there before. So it was all new. We weren't sure what was going on. There's no broadcast position like there is at Redfern at Urco Oval. So you got to do your best. And we found a good spot. And the New South Wales Rugby League were there. And they were in another spot. And I spoke to their cameraman and he said, well, I'm a bit worried about the weather coming in. I'm going to go and sit a few rows back in the middle. And I thought, well, I'll just take this spot. And it was a bit more exposed. Before the game started, the sun had come out and me and Milo thought, oh, we're going all right here. Milo looked at his weather app and said, we're going to be okay. But as soon as the game kicked off, the weather came in and we started getting wet. And we weren't really prepared for that. I was holding the umbrella while I was filming, so it was a bit jumpy. We covered everything with a towel. But anyway, you don't need to worry about that because in the end, we filmed our boys getting a win. We're going to have a look at the tries in a minute. But we'll just head back to the chat for a second. Welcome, everyone, again. And TSG said, I said that 2 years ago and got shot down. So, yes, about Tane. True. A few people have been saying it, and I think that's where he is going to probably play in this side going forward. Richie Nassif from South Loyal Supporters on Facebook has joined us, and he shared my stream and a few other things yesterday. Thanks for that, Rich. He loves the club, and he's just been married, so congrats to you and the missus. And here's my co-host, Milo. Mavo. G'day, Mavo. I gave the weather commentator's curse. Sorry, brother. So, yeah, the Bureau of Meteorology let us down a little bit. It was a bludger of a day. It wasn't good. And we knew the forecast wasn't good. Before kickoff, I looked and it said it was 16 degrees, but then it tells you what it feels like. And it said it felt like 8 degrees, and it did. It was wet, wild, windy. And anyway, in the end, our boys got the job done. And I've got Milo calling some tries a bit later on, and he was on fire yesterday, Milo. He went well. Thanks again, mate, for all your help. But we will go back to the first grade. And the first highlight for us was that AJ went to 189 tries, just one behind the great Billy Slater. Now, it could have been 190 if Jack Whiten had put the ball on his chest on the left there in the game. But look at that. AJ's done it in 11 seasons. Billy's done it in, I think it's 16 seasons. And that image there has ignited a lot of debate across Facebook and a few other platforms about people going on and saying, oh, well, Billy was, you can't compare the two. Billy was so much better, blah, blah, blah. I understand those sentiments, but the bottom line is look at the totals, and that's what we're going off. You know, Billy did it from fullback, people are saying, but AJ spent some time at fullback as well. It's just a magnificent achievement, and he only needs one more to go to equal second with Billy and another two to go past him. And I put the graphic straight up. I had it locked and loaded and threw it up yesterday. Not only that, but which was missed by a lot of the other socials, is that AJ went to fourth all time, went past the great Merrow. 219 appearances for this mighty club, and there's only three blokes that played more. Johnny Sutton, whose total may never be passed. That's a lot of games. Tommy Burgess, 235. Renault on 231. And AJ will probably go past those two. Or yeah, because Tommy's leaving and obviously Renault's gone. But, yeah, went past the mighty Merrow. And there's a photo of Merrow. He was an ear player back in the day, taking the ball, and he could score a try just at will. But yesterday, AJ went in for 189 off a nice ball from Trell Mitt. So to the game, Trell played well, I thought. You know, he was busting his backside out there, and unfortunately we couldn't get the job done. Now, last week on the show, you probably remember I was rattling on about getting a better completion rate, giving away less penalties, not too many errors. Well, last night they ticked those boxes and still lost. So they had a better completion rate than the Cows, because the Cows didn't play well. They were saying it on the Fox call that, you know, they're in all sorts as well. They're not at their best, and obviously neither are we. So it was an improved performance from us. It was a brave performance. They got our hopes up even late into the game, but they just couldn't seem to sustain the pressure to win a football game. They might have forgotten how to win. The Bombs are still a worry. You know, when you saw Val Holmes go up and take that bomb, and he got it away and they scored, and we thought, oh, gee, we're just not getting that part of the game right, unfortunately. And who would have thought, this is a comment that I've just read from Chris on YouTube, who would have thought Braden Burns was going to be the man to carve us up last night? We've only just released him. He goes up to the Cowboys and has a man of the match performance. I was listening in the car to 2GB, and they gave him man of the match. And rightly so. He was everywhere. 170 odd meters, 2 tries. He was how ironic that he went up there and did that to us. Yeah. And Simon Tuakariana, hope I said that right. He said, hello, how bad are the Rabbits this year? So sad. Well, it is sad, mate. It's not much fun losing every week. And we just have to pack up, go back to training this week, and try and beat the Eels on Saturday in Indigenous round. But it's not good at the moment. Like I said, we just can't seem to get it right. You know, we had glimpses. So Trell's try under the post, he just monstered his way over. He dragged 4 defenders and showed the determination. You know, and Cody, the old Cody of old, the Cody of old, not the old Cody of old, just Trell threw him the ball and he threw the dummy and he scored. And we thought, hello, we're on here, but wasn't to be. And, you know, I wrote some notes down on the game, but you all saw it. It was just you know, Tommy did and broke our hearts at the end there. And, yeah. And here's what Milo said, sorry. It's always the way ex-players against their old clubs go. Well, that's true. You know, I think Renault, when he first came against us, carved us up, and because they have got a point to prove. when that happens. And yeah, Karina Gorfin, welcome on Facebook. She said, "Is it confirmed Wayne will be coaching next year?" Well, I'm hearing that he's getting other offers and he hasn't signed, and so until the club officially announce it, then no, it's not confirmed. And I haven't seen any members' email or press email saying that he has. The mail is that he's agreed to a 3-year, $3 million deal that has incentives for the team. So obviously, if they make the finals, he'll get more money or whatever. But until we hear the official confirmation, then he hasn't. So it's Coach Hornby for the rest of the year. And someone's made a comment about Coach Hornby. Look, I feel sorry for Ben. I've said that before. He's had to take over a side that are not performing well and are injury ravaged. And I was at training a couple of times last week or during this week, and we've got a few on the verge of coming back. Campbell Graham was out there. They haven't said how long he's got to go, but he looked like he was moving quite freely, and he'd be a good inclusion in the centres. I think Isaac did his best out there, but obviously it's Campbell's spot to keep. Latrell played. Now here's Chris Ives said Latrell played good. We just have to reset, focus on next week. I was impressed with Peter Mamazelos and Havili. Yeah, well, there you go. Bit of positivity from the mess we are at the moment. And yeah, Pete was good. And I had a chat to Pete during the week, and thanks for that, mate. He's a top young bloke. And he just said what they've all been saying. We just got to work hard and try and turn things around. And I noticed late in the game, Pete got dragged down. The ref missed it, and we had to challenge to give us a chance. But weren't we all trying to cheer for that late try? It didn't happen. And yeah, and Chris is talking about Ben Hornby's rotations. So yeah, he said it's weird. We'll put this one up. I was wondering why Tallis come on after 12 minutes. I think maybe because he wanted to give Big Davey Moali a rest. He might have seen something that we missed. He brought Davey off quite early. There might have been another reason. I'm not sure. But Tallis was one of our best out there, as usual. And, it is hard to try and work that rotation. But, yeah, it wasn't a good result. We remain anchored at the bottom of the table, and finals footy is drifting further and further away until we start winning some games. So, like I said, before I move on to some other good stuff, Magic Round. We've just done Magic Round. It's still on today. Indigenous Round next Saturday at Accor Stadium. There'll be a post-match function for the members up there. And TSG is saying that Channel 9 is saying that Bennett's on the verge. He's on the verge. So hopefully we hear breaking news later in the day that the great coach is coming back. And I've already read a few stories about how there might be a clean out. Some people might be getting tapped on the shoulder. And he's going to go looking for some new players. There's been a few names tossed up. And you'll see that in the media. Oh, so Richie Nassif, on the ball here. So, yeah, Davey might be injured, did not come back on. So, there you go. That's why. Because you don't bring a bloke off after 12 minutes when you're starting props. And, Davey's a solid man in the middle. So, Ned Kelly, one of the greats, an Aussie legend down there in rural Victoria, he said, I know we are short on troops, but why have we picked 3 hookers in the team each week? Well, a point there. So Cookie, Mamazelos, and Havili. And, yeah, good question. Well, Cookie's getting used in a bit more of a versatile role, playing a bit of lock and in the middle and first receiver. Havili's similar sort of role, but I do take your point there, mate. And TSG said something about Tallis's tackle. Yeah, well, there was a tackle late in the game that Tallis missed, and he, in hindsight, he should have probably went a bit lower, but that was just the way we're going. And yeah, it's not great at the moment. Let's move on to our 20-10 win by our Jersey Flag boys. Let's get rid of that comment first. I'll get rid of Ned Kelly's comment. And we've got some great highlights here. Last season, 10-11. Oh, well, this is a good comment from Carlex. Before we move on, Carlex, welcome, Carlex. She's been a regular on the chat. And she said, last year, 10 from 11. This year, 1 from 11. Let's hope the rest of the season continues to be the opposite of last year's. Yeah, what a turnaround. 10, then 1. Souths have gone south, unfortunately. Yeah, so I did mention Milo before, and in dreadful conditions out there at Urco Oval, our Flag boys beat the Warriors 20-10, and they were a powerful side, the Warriors. Our forwards played well. Louis Grosmy, Toby Sullivan, big Jason Halley, Noah Reid, Doolan, the whole forward pack, Ibrahim. They were on fire, those boys. And I'm going to show you the first try, and it was scored by Matty Heslin, who was also good. As the rain just gets a bit heavier.
Big Toby Sullivan there, getting closer. Oh, Heslin's over.
Beautiful try.
Beautiful work there from the Rabbits. Well done. The pressure's been put on.
Well, there you go. Forget the 2 points. Go for the try. And Heslin just ran a nice line on the edge there, Milo. And the Bunnies are up 4-0 here at Erskineville
Great
Oval.
start.
So, yeah, Matt Heslin just ran a good line. It was a good ball from Louis Grosmy, a little short ball. We missed that on the call, but Louis had a great game. So that was good. That started proceedings, and we thought, beautiful. The next try was the big Noah Reid, and off a nice kick from English hooker, Doolan.
Geez, good work from Mirage to hold the ball in that sort of traffic. Tell you what. Oh, a little kick behind the line from Doolan, and South are over. It looks like it's Noah Reid. Noah Reid's scored that try.
Beautiful kick there. It was a little sneaky little kick from Doolan, was it?
Yeah, lovely little kick. He just moved back out of dummy half and then slipped it through.
Beautiful. Well,
and Noah Reid, Johnny on the spot for it.
So Noah Reid, Johnny on the spot. And like I said, the forwards played well. They pushed up through there. Usually you'll see a 5'8" or a fullback coming through doing that. But the big fella went up and dived over. And Clayton Ives has said, number 15. Where is it? Welcome, Clayton. He said, number 15 for South was excellent against the Wars yesterday, the Warriors at Urco. Now, I'm not sure who that was. And P.E. Harama said, another disappointing performance last night. Yes, it was, mate. Disappointing sums it up. It's quite a frustrating thing now watching our team run around each week and, without any joy. It's not fun. Not fun at all. We'll go back to the flag. And the next try was scored by, what have I put here? I can't remember him. Oh, I've got the other one. I'll have to get the other one. The next try was by Hayden Malcantine, but we'll just show you this one by Ibrahim first, out of order.
The try here will put him.
Which way will we go up? We're going to the right-hand side. Ibrahim. Oh, lovely work there from Ibrahim. He's over. Oh, yeah, Mikhail Ibrahim. You beauty. Lovely little short pass there from Di Bartolo. It looked like his eyes lit up as he saw the line there.
Yeah. And that was a good call from Milo there. Oh, yeah. Mikhail Ibrahim. You beauty. And a little swan dive there to punctuate the try. Excellent stuff there. And let me just have a look who that number 15 is for the Rabbits. While we're waiting here for this one to process. Oh, here we go. I'll put Hayden Malcontine's try on and I'll have a look. This was a good try too. The ball went out to the right and good hands. And the Botany boy, Aaron Macy, threw the last pass to Hayden Malcontine. And then he walks back with a big smile on his face. This is one of my favourite clips of the day. And I was in a bit of a rush this morning preparing the show and I forgot to add it in. That's why it's out of order. But this was try number 3 on the day.
Now about 15 metres out. Brosmy onto Deba. Oh, nice. Oh, Malcontine. He's over in the corner. Hayden Malcontine. Oh, lovely work there from the Rabbits. Quick hands on the right-hand side. And Hayden Malcontine. Lovely little swan dive. A classic Mavo swan dive into the corner.
Yeah, well, I did enjoy that. They just played the numbers, and the last pass from one of Botany's finest, Aaron Macy, put his winger over Malcontine in the corner, and he did the big dive. I'm not even sure he had to, but why not?
Why not?
There he is. H.
There you go. H. Swan dive in the corner, and I've got to mention there from Milo, thank you very much. I've just had a look at the team. I don't think we had a number 15, mate. You're talking about number 16, Willa Raj, and he came on and had a real impact. The big fellow, Dad Tony was up there watching, and yeah, he was good off the bench, the big fella. So I mentioned all the forwards except for Willa Raj, and he was one of our best. So I did mention in my Team List Tuesday show that Coach Tippy would have been really happy to get Willa Raj back, and you all saw why, because he's a star of the future. I think he might find his way up in the New South Wales Cup at some stage if he keeps that up. He's had a shoulder injury. But, yeah, remember the name, Willa Raj. There you go. Milo said it. So this is why the interactive show is good, because we've got people that have got me back, and there it is, Willa Raj. He might have been wearing 15. I'm not sure. But anyway, that was good. And thank you for helping me out. Another highlight yesterday was one of my favourites, Bailey Smith. Now, he made his Jersey flag debut. And I interviewed him here in the studio, and I like the kid because he's a Botany boy for one, and mum and dad work for the club too, but he's a good player. And he come back from a devastating knee injury. He's fought his way back. I've been watching him, and he come back and he played some SG ball, and SG ball season finished, and a whole lot of these SG ball guys have trained on with the flag. And there's a few of them that have been going great. And it's great to see these 19-year-old kids that come up to the 21s and don't look out of place, just like Jason Halley, just like a few others in the team. But Bailey finally got on, and here's his debut. I'm going to show you it. First of all, thank you to team manager Adam Crawley for sending me some stuff. And he sent a photo of Bailey getting a clap from the team for making his debut. But here he is running on.
There's Bailey Smith's come on. And Jack Fields come off the field.
There he is. One of Botany's finest, Bailey Smith. And he's up from SG ball. He's come back from a serious leg injury. And he's worked hard and he's back. So let's hope he gets a bit of ball towards the end here. Young Bailey, because he can run.
Yeah.
So there he was, and looked like he was trying to keep warm there coming on. He'd been sitting on the bench for, most of the game, and he didn't really have much involvement. The game was sort of done and dusted, but he is versatile, Bailey, so he can play hooker, he can play 5'8", he can play fullback, and can score a try. And so, yeah, just wanted to congratulate the young fella for what he did. Awesome stuff, mate. Well done. And I'm sure Coach Tippy will use him if he needs him throughout the season, whether he gets a starting role or they just use him off the bench. But, yeah, they're going well, the Flag boys. Into the top 4 now, I think they are. Another win. And I think they've got the Eels next Saturday at Redfern, so hopefully we can stream that one as well. We will move on to the New South Wales Cup, and a good call there by Albie Tallarico, who's helped me out calling on Bunnies TV. It was magic round out there at North Sydney Oval, and it was horrible conditions, just like it was out at Urco. And the Bears started well, and our boys were never really in the game after that. Even though they hung in there, they went down 30-20. The try by Chase Chapman, I was watching it on New South Wales Rugby League TV. It was off a kick from Ryan Gray, and Albie mistakenly gave the try to Ryan Gray, and I could see that it was Chase Chapman, and I texted him just to let him know that you've got a mistake here, because on the New South Wales Rugby League website they gave it to Ryan Gray. And then Albie said, the great Marvelous Mavens texted me, and he said it was Chase Chapman, and okay, so they didn't fix it until today, but they finally got it right. So, yeah, Chase Chapman scored a try. But there was a try late in the game to Carson Cahill. And I've got it here. It's on New South Wales Rugby League TV, thanks to them. And there was two great flick passes. One from Cody Kennedy, who played well. I think he scored a double. And then another one from Bailey Bentley-Huppe. Two sort of identical flick passes. And it's just a shame that we didn't see more of this. It was when the game was just about done.
I thought it was. Yelling Gordon. Last tackle now for the Rabbitohs. Short pass. Ball goes to ground. Gets picked up. We think we could have a try. Yes, we're there. Referee points to the spot. (30-20) with 7 minutes to go.
So, yeah, a couple of special bits of footy there. They were almost identical, like I said. And you saw the last pass there that was slowed down, and beautiful football there. Unfortunately, they've gone down to a Bears side that were running fourth and are going well. They are a good side, and they have got revenge in the grand final replay on the old Bunnies. So they're back to the drawing board for those lads. We'll have a quick look at the comments, but yeah, we've just about covered it there. So yeah, P. E. Haramis. Yeah, so we think the reason Davey only got 10 minutes is because that he might have been injured. And talking about injuries, did we get out last night without any more injuries? That's a win in itself. Yeah, well, can we afford any more? We lost Cheekham when we couldn't afford to. But just hopefully we start getting some more back before we start losing any. That's all we can hope for. Yeah, so all right, I'll let you go. We are brought to you by George's Cameras. I went in there the other day, seen Adam, the boss, and he's happy with our arrangement. He looks after me in there. I put up a photo of the light rail that goes from the Juniors Kingsford, our other sponsor, all the way into town. You can get off at the QVB and go in there. And if you've got a birthday coming up for someone, you go in there and buy them a nice digital camera or, a camcorder or something. I'm sure they'd love that. And we're also brought to you by SEQ IT. There they are there, Michael and the team. Go to seqit.com.au. Thanks again for jumping on. We are still the mighty Rabbitohs, and hopefully better times lay ahead. We can only hope. See you later.